This is Daisha Elliott with B.O.S. Magazine. Right here we're with Patrice Washington, Money Maven. Ms. Washington, we are wanting to know, our readers are wanting to know, what are some great characteristics for budding entrepreneurs?
That's a great question. Great characteristics for budding entrepreneurs. One characteristic has to be resilience, I would say, because being an entrepreneur, it's not all roses, it's not all fairy tales and rainbows. It can be hard. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of sacrifice. There are a lot of sleepless nights. There can be a lot of rejection. And so one of the things I've had to learn as an entrepreneur is that you have to understand that success is going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. You have to be resilient if you're actually going to get to success, because most people that we see as successful have failed miserably, including myself, over and over again. So resilience is definitely one. And I will also say the ability to network effectively. I don't think that anyone becomes successful by themselves. I think it always takes relationships. You need coaches, you need mentors, you need advocates, you need people with complementary services that can support you. You can't do this by yourself. And if you try to do it by yourself, because I've done that too, it's exhausting, it's draining. And at the end of the day, it's not as fulfilling as being able to say, you know what, we did this. My team and I, my clients and I, you know, my coaches and I, we did this. I'm not here. I'm not the money maven by myself. So those are two things I would say.
Okay, so great qualities. And something else that we wanted to know, for entrepreneurs who are trying to find their idea of, you know, what they want to go into business for, because it's a lot out there, where would you suggest they start?
I would say that you start at what you were born to do, like what comes natural to you. And I think sometimes it can be hard to understand what that is because we take our gifts for granted. You know, if there's something that you were born doing and, you know, you're just so used to it, it's just a part of you. And you think, oh, nobody will pay me for that. Somebody will pay you for that. You were born as the solution to someone else's problem. And that's what a successful entrepreneur does. They answer someone's problem. They are the solution. And so I just really think that the first place you start is with your gifts. And then you look at your skill set. You know, what education have I had? What experiences have I had? What have I done to probably cultivate that gift that I'm not thinking of? You know, for me as a speaker, I went all the way back. Deja, I took it back. I thought about speaking and I'm like, you know what? I used to speak in all the Easter pageants at church. Oh, wow. I used to speak in all the Christmas pageants. I was never scared to get up and speak. And so that seems really small, but the number one fear people have is not heights. It's public speaking, right? And so I took that for granted for years because I grew up doing it and it wasn't a big deal. And then I realized that's your gift. That's the thing that you've had experience doing since you were a little kid. So now the next piece is there a market for what you want to speak about? And for me, my background is finances and business, so that's what I speak about. And I'm able to bring all of that together. So that's what I would say to you. If you're trying to figure it out, what are your gifts? What were you born to do? What have you been doing unconsciously, like your whole life? What's your skill set? What education or experience can you put with that? And then how can you bring that to market?
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you, Ms. Washington. This has been a B.O.S. Magazine exclusive, and you guys stay tuned.
Thank you.
Thank you.